Good morning. Welcome to this week's video. If you watched last week's, you'll know that I'm at Talacre in Wales, photographing the lighthouse. And I'd come here yesterday afternoon just to scout out the place. Took a shot, but nothing much really. And I've come back. This is an hour before sunrise, so it's now 5:30. I was here at 5, 4:45. There are already some people on the beach. Bet they're surprised to see me. I think they could be photographers because they've definitely got I think they've got tripods. I think they're photographers. So I'm going to go and take some pictures in a minute. And we've got some lovely early morning light. This beautiful pastel-y, delicate dawn that you get when you get a clear sky. And as I said before, once the sun comes up, this is going to go. So I've been playing with the usual composition from here, which is the marram grasses, the lighthouse. I photographed yesterday with the lighthouse in focus. I've done some of both today, so I photographed with the marram grasses in focus, a fairly wide aperture, f5.6, to throw the lighthouse out of focus, but it will still be there, it will still be recognisable because of its silhouette. And then I've also focused some with the lighthouse in focus. And then what I'm thinking I'm going to do is shut down and do one with a little bit of a deeper aperture, so f14, something like that, to get both things in focus. I've also had to bracket this because of the dynamic range. It's very, very bright. But I think this is going to be really lovely. I've taken one from way back behind you, which I did video, I didn't talk to you about, because it's very, very dark. But hopefully this one is a little bit closer. The lighthouse is a little bit more prominent, and it might work quite well. So it's just a case really of framing it up with the grasses coming in from one side or the other. If you can make a little V shape just to hold the lighthouse, this looks good because there's no tide, the tide's low. If the tide was round, I'd be probably thinking fine art and minimalism, and I might still do some of that anyway, because we've got some lovely reflections off this lovely sandbank, which I think is what those photographers are doing. So I might go and explore that. But I really like the shapes. You can even see behind me, I love this kind of shape here that goes up and around to the lighthouse. It just looks really, really nice. So right, I'll start the video with a couple of shots I've already done, and then we'll move on. Okay, this one is all about these lovely ripples in the sand. Very important, as I've discovered to my cost, that you don't stand in all of these lovely foreground and then go, oh, I wish I'd move back a bit because I want to photograph that. So I'm going to photograph going forward. These ripples look lovely. Bit of water in them reflecting this beautiful sky. And look at the magenta and the orange, and it just looks amazing. So again, once sun has risen, it's going to ruin this. So we're going to work quick, 2 or 3 exposures. I've gone portrait for this, f14 for the depth of field, and the ISO is 64, and the shutter speed is whatever it is, something about 3 seconds, I think. But it looks really lovely, really great. I'm trying to keep my voice down because I don't want to scare those guys who may not have seen me yet. Wow, look at it, beautiful. Right, here comes that picture. Move on to the next one. Okay, so with this, I'm just using the leading lines, and with simple scenes like this, it's always about the leading line for me, going into the main subject area, which is this lighthouse. And I've got a lovely reflection in this puddle, this bit of water that's been left when the sea's receded, and the little dots of sand backlit. Looks absolutely amazing. The dynamic range is really wide, so what I'm really concentrating on is making sure that I don't allow the highlights to clip. So it's literally half a stop either way. Somewhere like that, I've got a little bit of a gap on the right hand side now, which means I'm going to capture all the lovely colours of that beautiful dawn. And F14, 1.6 seconds, ISO 64. Wow, beautiful. Right up. Here comes that one. Okay, the last one before the light comes up. Not quite as easy as it looks, but again, these patterns in the sand are fantastic. The reflections are fantastic. This image has got both. I originally shot it from over here with more of the patterns in, and it kind of looks nice. But I've moved the camera across to the left, and what I've now got are the patterns on the right-hand little triangle of the front bit of the composition. I've got reflection on the other side of it, and then in the middle, actually slightly to the right, we've got the lighthouse, and behind it, that beautiful light which is just going. It's now brightening up too much for me, and that magenta look has gone. But this is a great image. I've had a great time here. It's been well worth getting up really early for this, because if I came up here now, I'd probably still be excited, but it's nowhere near as good as it was about an hour ago. Really lovely, been really treated to some great light. Okay, let's see if I can get something else. I'm going to wander around the other side now, maybe do more of a fine art kind of thing, minimalist, just using the little rocks which obviously lead into the steps. If you're trying to get onto the lighthouse, then you obviously bring a boat round, I guess. But yeah, this looks lovely. It does lean quite worryingly though. And I hate heights. If I was up the top there, I'm not sure I'd be the happiest. But it does a great job. I think this lighthouse protects, or used to protect, this peninsula. Then the other side, we've got Perch Rock Lighthouse over in the Bergen Headway over at New Brighton, which does the other side of the channel, I'd imagine. That's what it does. And the birdsong is great. It's also just about the middle of April now, so the nesting season may have just started. I'm very conscious of that. Also walking through the dunes, I don't want to be disturbing the birds. But I think it's a little bit early for that. I think we're okay. Seagulls, having a great time. Wonderful. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Fantastic. Right, let's see if we can grab another image, and I'll say goodbye. Right, I think that's about it. I've done a longer one here from further back on about 35mm. I thought, actually it hasn't really mattered. I thought I had the 14 to 30 on, it's the 24 to 200. How do I not know that? I've been using it pretty much on 24mm. Any wider doesn't really need to be, really. I think it looks all right. So I'm happy with that. I've just zoomed in a little bit for this, and it's a shot with the wind farms behind on the horizon, which will show up in a very big print, but probably not on social media Just like this lighthouse is lovely. The light on the side of it from here looks better. Otherwise it's been silhouetted, so it makes a nicer shape. But it is very leany. It's not up straight, so that is a little bit disconcerting. I think what I'll do, I think I'll straighten it up. I think it deserves to be straighter, really. Right, okay, one more maybe from that side, just to get the lovely shape of it. And there's still some nice east light, but the sun has now come up, but it's come up behind a bank of cloud, so it's just taken off that brightness that you sometimes get. So that's kind of worked. Those guys are photographers, and they're really close up to the lighthouse, which I find a bit strange, but each to their own. They seem to know what they're doing. Cool. Right, move on. One more go. There we go. That is it, I think. I've come this side. It does look nice, but the sun has now risen. So the light, you can see in behind me, I'm sure. The light is just, I mean, it's lovely, but it's not as nice as it was. So I'm going to head back to the camper now, pack up, get everything ready, and make the 6-hour drive. Well, it's 5 hours, but with a stop, about 6 hours. 6 hours drive home, which will be great. Audio book on. Be lovely to listen to, and when I get home, the first thing that I'll do is process this image and the images from last week. I hope you've enjoyed those 2 or 3 episodes I've done up here in the Wirral, North Wales, beautiful part of northwest England. I've never visited before, and I've really enjoyed it so much to photograph up here. Definitely going to return. So in the meantime, go and check out Thumbs Up Dog Photography website. If you want to come to Lofoten on a workshop with Gary and Martin and I next year, February, got some cracking accommodation managed to find just off Hawkland Beach. So it's going to be fantastic. Time of recording, 3 places left, but it's been up for sale for about 2 weeks, so they might have gone. But go check out if you're interested in that, and go and check out Thumbs Up Photography on YouTube. We've just got over the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is a marvellous thing, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the videos there. Very light-hearted, great and fun. Just had Courtney Victoria on, which I really enjoyed filming and meeting Courtney. Fantastic. So thanks so much then for watching. Let's get home. See you next Sunday, 6 o'clock. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.